Welcome back to Team Fat Kid. Choose the fat guys. This is Jason.
This is Alex.
This is Dooley.
All right, guys. So today we are actually sous videing some pork chops on Team Fat Kid. Our Facebook is oh, there's the taster. That's the one I want right there. All right, so we have we're doing some pork chops. Sorry, I got distracted because I've really been wanting to taste this beer. So we're gonna do a couple beer tastings on this podcast. We got some cool stuff that. And
I feel like the very beginning of every podcast, we're just going to do a beer tasting. Like,
well, I mean, if it
support local.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, they're
This is not a local.
Yeah. These are definitely
well, the beers I got.
These are definitely crafty. So what we're doing today on Team Fat Kid is we're making some pork chops. Who doesn't like pork chops?
We haven't done pork chops in a while.
Yeah,
I think we've done
so-
it before, but it's been a long time since we've done pork chops on this channel.
So then, like, we gave a little video, like, so if you go on Facebook and check it out right now, which you can't because we're not live. Anyway, so on
Well, by the time this is on, yeah, you can check it out.
yeah, so on Facebook right now, we are doing some pork chops. We never even told them on Facebook how we're doing the pork chops. That's for the later video that hasn't come out yet.
Did we?
No,
we didn't.
I just ran through them and got them vacuum sealed and got them in the sous vide.
Well, then you're just going to have to watch later and find out.
Yeah, because we're not going to talk about it, but we did do some really cool things with some pork chops, a little different. And I know a lot of you guys don't have a sous vide, but Alex, you want to bring up the sous vide for a minute? Because we are huge fans.
We are huge fans of the sous vide. We've done quite a few things in the sous vide. We haven't done vegetables really in the sous vide. I think we tried it once. It did work out real well. It's a low cook temp thing, it's a long process, if you will.
Yeah.
It's much more for, like, I want my steak to be medium rare and amazing, and I'm going to let it run for 3 hours at a medium rare temperature.
I want to confit everything.
That's right.
that
works.
did make really good fucking barbecue sauce.
I mean, the barbecue sauce was made from the fat drippings of the ribs that we did last week, and that was phenomenal.
Oh, God, that was good.
However, we've definitely We've definitely sous vide steaks, which I guess is still technically kind of a confit, but we've definitely cooked quite a few things in the sous vide. We are big fans. However, today, as he said, we are going to be doing some pork chops in the sous vide. We are going to finish them on the grill because grill marks, bud.
Some of them.
That's right. We're gonna Team Fat Kid the fuck out of a couple. Grilling just doesn't cut it all the time.
We gotta throw that blowtorch on there.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
We need a blowtorch.
We need to melt the table today.
Hopefully not. I mean, because this time it'll probably be on my island in my kitchen.
So hopefully not melting tables, because that would be a fire.
What do you think would happen if we put down a cool stencil of Team Fat Kid, and then, like, how mad do you think the producer would be?
Oh.
Blowtorch the logo into the island.
Do you like your marriage?
She'd be so mad.
Do you like your marriage? I think you'd have a lot of problems.
I mean, then we throw a little lacquer over it, make it food safe.
Yeah, good luck with that. How's that feel in your head?
Modified kitchen equipment, sir.
Yeah, buddy. How'd that work the first time? Anyway.
Hey, that worked, okay?
We're not just doing pork chops today. We've already done some spiralized potatoes, which we...
Spiralized potato fries.
Yeah, potato fry. We tested out some
sounds
methods. We did not use the spiralizer. We did this shit by hand, which, by the way...
Yours came out way better.
Mine did, but let's talk about that. So we did it over the skewer, and what we mean is blade down. You turn the blade over the potato type deal.
Kind of like rolling the potato.
And then we turned the blade upside down for my style and rolled the potato over the blade instead of vice versa. And it did seem to work a little bit better with potato over blade than blade over potato.
Yes. I mean, I know that's, like, hard, like, when you listen
Imagine
to it.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch the video for that.
You're going to have to go watch the video. It's already up on Facebook.
If you can, buy our spiralizer. But if you can't, we've shown you how to do it, and then we stuffed it with bacon and cheese.
From the minds of Team Fat Kid
That's right.
comes spiralized tater fries by hand.
From the minds of Team Fat Kid. But, of course...
Oh, that's a good intro.
Oh, isn't it? But bacon, potato, cheese, can't go wrong. We added some sour cream and salt and pepper because we didn't season them. We were really going for more technique than flavor on this one, and then we decided it needed flavor.
The second one that did come out, I did season and take care of it the correct way. Like, because in the video, like, you see us doing one, and we salt and peppered after the fact.
On the second one, we salt and peppered before the fact. since
Sorry,
we
my
had to
neighbor
close some
decided
doors.
he just wants to start cutting his fucking grass.
Fuck that. Who's going to cut their grass on this bright, sunny, amazing day?
Well, if they fucking just hired the damn landscaper, he would have been done already, and then we wouldn't have this issue.
Yeah, didn't he do that today?
Yeah. But we weren't shooting a podcast, so it didn't affect us.
As I came up, I was like, Jason's
I love
yard
how
is very nice
you
looking today.
realize he's going to come around the front yard, and we're still going to have the same issue.
Yeah, okay. Maybe he won't come up on the mic. He won't be over my shoulder.
We'll deal with it then. But
Okay.
in any case, so
Hopefully the radar's not going off.
don't forget. Oh shit!
Yeah, it didn't.
I don't think
it didn't pick up
pop
when we were
up.
doing
Yeah.
the sound check. So
In
we're
any
good.
case, don't forget we also did fried potato salad.
And that video has not yet to be shot because we made it and then we ate it hot and
We decided that we were going to cool it before we rated it, which it's in the fridge now and it's definitely cool. It's been
Definitely
there,
ready.
It's been in there long enough. We just haven't went back and retasted.
after this podcast,
That's right.
when it's posted and you guys listen to it, by now it would be on a Facebook video.
So, moving on into today's topics, we've already talked about the fact that there is a beer being tasted, and this one is Underdog Gold Lager by Flying Dog.
I have been to
Apparently, though, hold on, it has the What the Eck Award. Not What the Heck, no H, What the Eck Award. I have no idea what that is, but it's on the can. So, note to self.
So I ran into the Flying Dog Rap, and they used the same artist for every can, tap handle, everything. Like this one dude does all the artwork, and I don't know if you guys, is Flying Dog, is that
Ooh.
New Jersey? Where is that from?
I'm sorry, I was reading the can. I don't. That's a great question, actually. I don't know
think
where
it's
Flying Dog's from.
Maryland.
I think
I think
it's
it's
north.
Maryland.
It's northeast for sure.
Maybe. I mean, I could be
Uh,
confusing that with Dogfish. That could be my bad.
That's true. However, I just want to read the can because I didn't know this. Maybe this is what the Flying Echo word is for. But the can says, you get a trophy, and you get a trophy, and you get a trophy.
I love
Everyone
it.
gets a trophy.
You're all winners!
They always have something.
Except,
Participation awards.
And the biggest, shiniest one goes to you for the can you hold in your hand. 100% of the net proceeds from Underdog Gold Lager, a minimum of $25,000 annually, will benefit Chef's Cycle for No Kid Hungry, a 3-day ride that brings together chefs and culinary professionals working to end childhood hunger in the
Nice.
U.S. So shout out to both Chef Cycle and Flying Dog for supporting No Hungry Kids, because I think
No Kid
we can
Hungry.
get behind that. No, wait,
oh,
okay.
yeah, it's Team Fat Kid. We
We can get behind that.
behind that. Like,
So I mean, hey, maybe if
Team Fat Kid
if
Sports
we get
Team
big
is
enough,
coming up soon.
if we get big enough, maybe we'll support Chef
hey, yeah,
Cycle.
we definitely like, hey, if you guys want us to,
I don't know if we'll cycle, but we'll sponsor.
yeah, we'll definitely jump in on this because
Can you guys cycle? Yeah, for like a
real quick,
mile.
like we've had Growing Seed on here, and we have another Ate Another coming up here next month. We do support charities.
Oh yeah, no, beginning of next month. That's right.
Yeah, the beginning of next month, we'll be doing a podcast with Ate Another at their golf tournament, which I think is going to be awesome. Like we're gonna have like
You haven't told me that part.
we're going back to the same place that we just played golf. For
But we're
that
not
golf.
playing. We're
Yeah, we're not
sponsoring a
playing.
hole.
Now we're gonna be in the tent doing Team Fat Kid at the Ate Another. See, that's right. All you people listening right now who are part of
Locals?
the Ate Another.
If you're locals,
all
guess what?
locals to the Virginia Beach area, Chesapeake, one of the seven cities.
So
like,
we'll be at the golf course and we'll be dishing out some 40-30-30 sliders. So all
Yep.
you people who saw the video, if you haven't seen the video, go check it out. The most epic burger of all time.
40-30-30 burger.
and this is actually brand new news to me. So
All right, so yeah, congratulations, Dooley. Welcome to the loop. However, for those of you that don't know what the 40-30-30 burger is, we'll cover that real quick. The 40-30-30 burger is 40% ribeye, 30% New York strip, and 30% bacon.
What?
Welcome to heaven.
Yeah, ground up into a burger.
So we are going to be doing sliders for the golf tournament, and we're probably going to be out there with hopefully at least one tent, a grill, and some burgers along
Hopefully more than 110, dude. 'cause-
with... Yeah, hopefully more than one tent, but knowing us, we're probably going to have some beer out there for
Oh,
anyone who's golfing.
yes. We'll definitely bring beer.
You know, and also we hope to have some cornhole boards out there because I think we're probably going to get a little bored waiting for people. So we'll have to see how that
I feel
goes.
like this whole sponsorship thing is going the wrong direction. We're out here looking for sponsors,
And we're sponsoring
people.
well, I mean, we're sponsoring a whole. You know, it's
We're
for a good
sponsoring
cause.
a whole, and we're sponsoring
For a good cause.
yeah, and this is us giving back to the community, and we always will. And I think this going No Kid Hungry
No, I mean, like eventually, like when we get to a point where we can assist with that, I definitely think that's a good one for us. Chef cycle, no kid hungry. Like that's
unless they want us to get on a bicycle.
that's why I said like we can't really like if this is like per mile thing, we're not going to get very much money because
Yeah. Is it a bar call? Can we stop at every bar on the way?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I need a beer.
that's more our speed. All right, so this is the Underdog by Flying Dog, and I'm a huge fan of Flying Dog. I ran into the rep, and again, like they use the same artist for everything, and so they're supporting a local artist for their cans, their tap handles, like all their packaging is a single artist.
Speaking of the artistry, the I guess image on the front of the can is like a trophy. I guess the best way to describe it is coming out of a skull. It's like the skull is exploding into a trophy. It does look pretty good. It obviously has their Flying Dog symbol for any of you that are familiar. Yeah. It's got like the V at the top of the trophy, and then it's
the
got
V
like
of wings coming out of a dog's back, like
right. And then, well,
wings.
They don't have the full dog. They just got the V of the wings, but still. And then at the bottom, it's like the bottom half of a skull, and then the spine.
This is more like underdog, underdog. All right, so
if you guys want to go ahead,
what style beer is this, real fast?
It's a gold lager.
Oh, I'm a fan already.
If you guys want to go ahead and try this, it's a 3.9% alcohol.
Tink tink Dooley.
So
little tink tink.
Little tink.
And
well, that was a horrible time to say and
what
thoughts?
is that? It kind of tastes like a.
It is good. Oh man, hold on. I gotta get another sip.
Well, from what I was gonna say is, if no one understands the whole Polo Tink Tink thing, it's a Cat Williams skit. He's talking. Just look it up. Just Polo Tink Tink Cat Williams. It's awesome. So
and tink tink is how we toast the bottom of the glass 2 times.
Tink tink.
So this beer has the flavor of an IPA without the cat piss smell.
So, like, all right, does it have like the bitterness finish?
No, it's
clean finish.
It's a lager finish. It's a lager finish. It has the flavor. If you
multi kind of barley.
What's the ABV on that?
3.9.
3.
3.9.
Oh, awesome! So
this is like an all-day beer.
So this is an all-day beer. I can get behind this one, just because I like the flavor in an IPA. I don't like the ABV of an IPA, and I also do not care for the cat piss smell from the
This is definitely one of those, like, you could be doing what his neighbor's doing right now, mowing the grass, just
drinking this beer.
It's a pilsner, right? So
gold lager.
Gold lager. Okay,
gold
so
lager.
Lager, like it's a lager. It doesn't seem real heavy.
It's a gold lager. It's a lighter lager.
It's got good mouth coat, and it has great bold flavors, and I like that. Like it tastes almost like you're drinking a pale ale, but you don't have the alcohol volume behind it, and I think that's a great idea.
So you said it's got like a lager finish. So like a lager finish. Are we talking about like does it finish like a Yingling? Because Chase would be thrilled.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
but more IPA. More.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around like what
on the finish or the whole beer experience.
The whole thing is, I think it like if you told somebody they were drinking a pale ale, they wouldn't know. Like I think it's a great beer.
It
as far as like we drank some crap on here, and
it is a good beer, but I'm trying to wrap my head around like what it tastes like to compare to so people actually can understand like what's a famous like beer that's craft that everyone usually drinks. Like I can't really wrap my head around there.
Well, all right. First off,
like
there's not a lot of
there's
not a lot of. I'm going to call it a light lager here, and I only mean light lager by the fact of color, and you can tell just by looking at it. Like it's got a golden hue, so obviously it's a gold lager, which is a lighter lager.
Yeah, it's very transparent and everything.
I mean, like I can only assume that like it. Obviously, we don't drink a lot of lagers.
Well, Chase does.
Chase does, but he's not here, so he doesn't count.
Okay.
Chase, you're out
here, man.
I mean, I wouldn't put it on like the flavor is different than Yingling.
Again, dark versus light lager.
Okay. It's different. It's good. First off, it's good.
Yeah.
Like let's
So to me, it doesn't have like the hoppiness to Miller Lite. If you kind of think of what
what Miller hoppy.
Yeah, I can't really consider Miller hoppy.
I mean, Miller has more hoppiness than this beer.
Are you putting no?
If you taste that beer next to a Miller Lite, okay, wait,
I'm drinking a Miller Lite
Let me
while
collect
I'm
my
drinking
thoughts
this other
while
beer.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
to,
yeah. Okay, so do you want to get your thoughts together now and tell them as? Let's see. Hold on, this is good.
Remember, this is the
I
mind
got
of
this.
Dooley.
I got this. This is a great segment of the podcast. Let's let Dooley talk it out in the way his brain works. So go ahead, Dooley, talk it out. What? Figure out your thoughts of this beer verbally. Because
Now I'm on the spot.
well, hell, what do you think was going to happen?
You know, just the usual damn it Dooley bullshit that we usually do.
All right, so no, okay, compare. Like, I want to know what you think. Like, okay, your
okay,
baseline.
Okay. It's not as carbonated, I feel, to where Miller is, but it's not as filling as a Yingling would be.
Okay,
Like with flavor. Like it's like right in the middle of both of them.
but like you're comparing a crafted beer to Miller Lite, and I think that beer, Underdog, has
Well, that's
way more
literally
flavor.
the only thing that we're drinking right now. So that's the only thing I can compare it to off the top of my head. So that's why I went there. But
I mean,
I want to hold on. I want to go back to like the hoppy. All right, I don't consider Miller Lite hoppy, so I
Miller
want to
Lite
get
is
into
triple hopped.
it might have
but
been the
it's
wrong
not-
word.
It's not.
But it's not like the.
I,
It
the
might have been the wrong
extreme-
wording for that. but-
well, that's why I want to get into that. Like, what do you think would be a better classification? Like, what were you trying to get at when you said hoppy? And Miller Lite maybe triple hop, but considering that we're IPA
It
fans,
depends on the hop they're using.
That's true, but I think hoppy.
Like, I have
is
no idea
bitter,
what-
And you told me that there's not a bitter finish on this. So what? I want to hear from Dooley. What did you mean by the hoppy?
Again,
Now you're on the spot.
Yeah.
probably wrong wording. But it's just,
Well, that's why
Well, I
we're
mean, then-
clarifying.
yeah, so let's clarify.
Okay. If we're to go straight craft beer, to me, it kind of has more of a hint of like a golden monkey, like
Yeah.
a little hint to it.
I mean, I could probably see where you're coming from. Golden Monkey is kind of a lighter beer.
I don't know why I
It's
went
not
with
a.
Miller Lite being hoppy, like fuck all that shit.
It's
That's
not a
stupid shit,
lager, so
Golden
I mean,
Monkey is also got that alcohol percentage that is
Well,
way
that would.
Oh, I'm talking
I
about
feel like
taste
that would
with it,
affect
though.
more the finish than the start.
Hi, man. Okay, so the all right, so
Remember, this is all in the mind of Dooley. Like, I just grab random beers I've had before, and I just don't know what it fucking tastes like. So,
I mean, I like Golden Monkey. I don't want to talk negatively about that, but like I can't, like I don't. How do I word this? Like I don't want a beer that's that high in alcohol content. Like okay, if we're gonna crack a 12 ounce beer and split it, like I'm down. You know what I mean? Like, but for me to sit there and go to a bar and order, I mean, usually most of the time they pour it in a 10 ounce, correct?
It depends on where you're at, but yeah, it's basically a fucking 10% beer.
yeah,
Yeah,
if
and-
you go to, I'll name drop because they do have really good selections and everything like that. Abbey Road down at the beach, like they have Golden Monkey. They do 10 ounce, and they do a lot of stuff in 10 ounce because they serve a lot of stuff in high alcohol content.
I will say there's not a lot of places that will do more than a pint. Like a pint is pretty much the limit.
I think a pint of that is too much. Like, I think if you're going to go anything over an 8, it needs to be in a 10 ounce glass, just out of responsibility for being a tavern serving.
Well, okay, on that note, I will say if you're serving Golden Monkey, it's one of those things you should be like, hey, it's a 10%er.
Yeah, you should definitely let people know. And I think like
That goes back to the pub
we're
story.
definitely coming way off the topic.
Well, we're still talking about beer, so we're good.
I mean, yeah, but
I mean,
like,
we
like,
still have
I
the
still
other
want
one
I
to
still
try.
want Dooley's like. I'm trying to figure out what beer Dooley is trying to compare that to because in my mind I'm working to try to figure out like to tell the people something like something.
What's the beer with that really fucking weird ass name that I can never fucking pronounce?
Yeah, see, that doesn't help. I hate to say it, but we've had
Just try and then we'll figure it out.
we've had way more beers. Than
I'm
he
looking
has.
at your fridge right now, and you do not have the name up here.
Yeah, which is
That's because they're
impressive.
breweries, not beers.
Yeah, those are breweries. Are you thinking about?
We've had way
Stella?
more beers than he has.
Are you
though,
talking about
so,
Stella
I mean,
Artois or something like that? Like,
It starts with L.
Leinenkugel?
Yeah,
That's a
Hey,
brewery.
oh,
Brewery, not a beer.
I'm saying only.
Lagunitas?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, now you just said yes to 2. You're
Yeah,
gonna have
Wait,
to.
It's
Okay, are we thinking
Are you
more
looking for
summer
the one-
shandy
are you-
or
are-
IPA?
the summer shandy.
No,
that's,
that beer has nothing to do with the summer shandy.
Dude, there's so many beers I fucking
Okay,
try-
are you
try-
talking about the one with the dog on the cover? Because that would be Lagunitas.
No, it's like a fucking...
Great segue to our next beer.
Okay, I will say right now I have no idea because I have had a lot of fucking beer. No, and that's not the one I was talking about.
Well, no.
But
That's just the next beer we're
Yeah,
opening.
not that specific one, but Lagunitas, like little something. Is that what you're trying to think of? Like little something, little something, like
that
you
and
know,
the all day IPA. Like those are the 2 beers. Like
all day IPA. That is
Remember,
not. What is that shit?
That wasn't
is-
Green Flash, was it?
No.
okay,
All day IPA.
In total, the IBU.
Oh, look at you, IBU.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
the IBU is where I'm kind of thinking with like the all day IPA.
For
and
those of you
fucking-
who don't know, the IBU is like the bitterness level in beer.
the lower it is, the more it.
Founders.
That dude, they had the lawnmower beer. I think that was the all day IPA.
Because me, honestly, like
It's good beer.
my favorite craft beer is Stone.
Okay,
Like,
which one?
All of them, because Stone is really
My favorite craft beer implies one, Dooley. You can't just.
Okay. Double Arrogant Bastard Ale.
There you go.
Okay, that's all
There you
have
go.
to say?
Double Arrogant Bastard Ale is like one of my favorite because it's so fucking bitter, and most people don't like it. And I'm just
It's-
like, it just like it.
Okay.
Me, I could guzzle down a gallon of beer in like 30 minutes, but with like
Challenge accepted.
but with like Stone
Probably
IPA,
can't
Double
film
Arrogant
that.
Bastard Ale, like that will take me 30 minutes with like a 12 ounce or 16 ounce. I do.
All right, so I mean, sorry,
The beer
sorry. Alex just wore our next beer. Like he was trying to pour it for us so we could continue to talk. But yeah, that definitely he got the beer geyser. All right, so
I'm gonna get this out of the way. because-
let's talk about for a second the arrogant bastard. I'm a fan, but again, this is going to sound weird, and I have an argument to what I'm about to say. So
Wait. Are you saying you're going to argue with yourself?
yeah, you know how I do.
I was about to say, don't argue with me because I'll go
So
fucking left field.
all right, so arrogant bastard is, I would say, an acquired taste, and
Yes.
I don't understand that statement. The acquired taste. If you don't like something, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I'm a victim. I will continually drink something or eat something, not to force myself to like it, but to find what other people like about it. Because that's
the pizza challenge.
well, like, no, like oysters. Like we'll use that for a second. Like it's an acquired taste.
Fuck oysters.
And
Oysters are the ocean's booger. Like
okay, but I like oysters, and I've been eating them since I was a child, and I never understood why it was an acquired taste. It's an acquired texture, I believe. But when you truthfully dislike something, like, I mean, we can go down another road of shit Jason hates.
We've been down that road.
But if you like it, like let's say for instance, I'm trying to think of something like, okay, let's make it easy. Bacon. I'm gonna use bacon as a reference, and so if you don't like bacon and someone says, "Oh, bacon is an acquired taste," I now have to continually eat bacon to understand why you don't like it, or why I don't like it. If say I hate bacon,
That's a statement,
but if I was to say I hate bacon, and you love bacon, and now I have to continually eat bacon to figure out what about bacon you like. Is how
You
my
don't like.
this is
Or-
how
okay.
this is how my mind processes it, because like I hate this, you like it. Why do you like it? And like now I have to figure out why you like it. So I'm going to continually eat it and trying to figure out like why everyone around me loves bacon and I hate it. PETA. So then
I will eat 10 pounds
eventually,
of bacon to figure this out.
now I like bacon. You know what I mean? Because like now that's how you acquire a taste for something. I'm trying to figure out why I don't like it and you like it. But I've eaten it enough trying to figure out what is it about that one specific item that you like. Like take rosemary. The producer hates rosemary. And it's not an acquired taste. It's because every time you've eaten rosemary, someone's used way too much of it, and you hate it now because that shit tastes like Christmas trees.
Like one sprig is good for a top round, like a 20-pound top round.
An
Okay,
entire
hold on.
vat of sauce.
If we're gonna go into acquired taste, though, I want to segue back into beer here with IPAs, because I feel like IPAs are kind of an acquired taste, and what I mean by that is like when you're 21 and you start drinking beer, haha.
You're drinking PBRs. You're drinking
Bud Light, Miller Light. You're probably paying
Natties.
beer pong, and you're drinking cheap shit because guess what? You're chugging it. So you get into IPAs as an acquired taste because, well, let's face it, you're not paying $8 a beer when you're because you're not paying $8 a beer when you're chugging it. It's just
shit.
not worth it. It's
I've
also a
gone-
higher percentage, so you're getting drunk too fast and you can't shoot the ball. But I just feel like IPAs, like the older you get, you try one here and there, and eventually it kind of grows on you. I feel like that's an acquired taste. Like, I'm not going to eat oysters all day because I can't figure out why you like oysters and I don't. I have eaten oysters. I will eat oysters. And I will say that I have acquired a taste for, like, an oyster po' boy, but not raw oysters. So, like, I think I've acquired a taste for IPAs through my drinking habits. But that's not to say that, you know, I don't dislike Miller Lite. I just have acquired my taste for IPAs. I feel like it's a growth.
Going to the alcohol thing of that, people who drink wine. Like, I'm not talking like just winos, oh, hey, how about this fucking bottles on clearance. I'm talking like people who, like,
Sommelier status.
oh, this is like a fucking,
1936.
yeah, fucking like 70 bottle thing of fucking wine, and then they fucking have another one. They're like, well, this one has more of a fucking taste of this one. Like, those are where I see an acquired taste. Like, you have an acquired taste to know what this wine tastes like compared to this wine that were made at the same times.
Well, that's more of a knowledge and acquired taste.
Yeah,
Jeez, he's raising his hand. He's got to go to the bathroom, guys. Yes, teacher.
And also with, like, how I am with whiskey. Like, because last week I bought a
We
bottle.
went way out of. Good, continue.
I bought a bottle of Flying Cock. I bought it because it was a funny fucking name. I had a shot before I drove over here today.
Too easy.
And that
Don't
thing,
say that.
Yeah, I would have left that out.
I Ubered
but
it.
I was going to go with, do you want that flying cock in your mouth? But, you know, hey,
I
wherever
Ubered
you're
it.
going.
I Ubered it. But
Oh,
So-
okay.
so I had it, and I was like, this is a good whiskey to have with, like, a ginger beer. Like, just the flavor, like, the way it goes down.
So the question is the whiskey the acquired taste or is the ginger beer?
No, because I had just a straight shot of it. And then, like, I was like, okay, this one is different from, like, a Jim Beam or, like, a...
It's
Well, Jim
Beam.
Beam's bourbon.
It's Beam, not Bean.
Did I say Beam? I thought I said Beam. But I mean, like, with all, like, the bourbons and whiskeys and everything like that, I try a lot of them. And, like, there's some where, like, if you get the hit in the back of your throat, that's where it's, like, man, that's probably better off with, like, a ginger beer.
I want to pause you for 1 second because our sample is getting warm.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
all right.
Sure,
So
sorry about that.
this is the Lagunitas Daytime IPA.
This is where I was driving the whole conversation when I said the one with the dog because that's Lagunitas.
Yeah.
It is surprising that this is a 4% IPA. If you guys want to go ahead and try it, I'll read.
That,
Uh,
tink, tink, little friend.
Tink tink.
Pour a little tink tink.
So it says the beer in your hand has achieved what we all hope for ourselves, to be made new again. There is freedom in burning down the house of expectations, and it confers an undeniable lightness to being. We didn't invent these truths; they invented us.
Jason's making faces right now, but
I'm gonna go with. I mean, it's Lagunitas, so I'm gonna go with it's probably pretty bitter.
to me,
Holy
What's-
crap.
Are you gonna go high IBUs on this one? Like ABV is low, but yeah, I could see from your eyes. I'm thinking high IBUs.
Ah, man.
I love how it's in daytime IPA. I feel like maybe you're reevaluating.
Okay.
I
Like,
could drink this all day, every day. Like, that's not bad.
You did say Stone, Arrogant Bastard, was one of your favorite beers.
Yeah, like, I love the bitterness of beers, and this is like...
Jason's looking at his cup like, what the fuck?
All right, man.
Is it lemony? Like, I'm getting lemon. Like,
I got straight cat piss. Like, it smells and tastes exactly...
Do you want to drink double Arrogant Bastard Ale?
I've drank that, and, like, it's not that... No.
It's not. No.
Wait, let me see the can. Like, cause I definitely have like
Crap.
I mean, there's not a lot of.
Here, man.
I pretty much read what was in the can because
That is...
Jason's not a fan.
I can't even finish that, man. What the... Oh, my God. While Dooley reads, I wanted to talk about... don't... All right. That's my opinion. And that is definitely an acquired taste. All right. So what Dooley was talking about with the wine and like people drinking wines, and so I've gone to courses where like you taste just tannin, you taste the ingredients in a wine, and then you find the ingredients that you like in a wine, and then you basically take it and measure it out. Like, oh, I like more tannin, and then you pour this into a... Like, it's like chemistry.
I do have to say, though, I feel like that conversation kind of went two ways, though, because we went into
I want to get back to you and the beers.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to rewind real fast before we get into that nastiness. All right, so I've been to the course where, like, the sommelier course. Thank you. Where you taste everything, and then you blend a wine of your own, of the things that you like, and then the sommelier comes by and tells you what wine is best suited for you. And I mean, I don't drink wine. I can drink wine. I don't hunt it down. I'm not a wino. I'm not a wine person.
I just feel like an acquired taste is a growth, but I feel like there's two separate growths. There's like a growth in knowledge as to what you like, and there's a growth into an acquired taste, which is like, I can't say I'm a big fan, but eventually you grow into that. Does that make sense? Like,
but again, like your flavors, like your palate changes as you get older.
Again, and I feel like that's more of the acquired taste. The knowledge of what you're drinking may make it easier to find what you like, but your acquired taste is more of like I've grown into this more of than a I know this is good.
Yeah, I agree on that. Like with the whole knowledge of taste versus acquired taste, like acquired taste, like to me is like this is what you drink, or this is what you eat, or whatever. Like let's say we're just gonna start with drinking. Like me, I would rather do whiskey, bourbon, like whiskey/bourbon, whatever, other to vodka. Like I hate gin. Like don't do tequila anymore because
bad things happen.
Yeah, bad things have happened.
Who invited tequila to the party?
Every white girl ever.
Wake up at a party in a fucking lump of fucking laundry and figure that shit out.
Insights to Dooley's chapter of
Chronicles of Dooley.
Oh, those will be fun. But pretty much like I've stuck with bourbon whiskeys because those like they give you like because me with alcohol like I like that. Oh shit! Like it hit you in the back of your throat, hit you in the chest. Like you start getting that warm feeling and shit like that. And I've started really kind of grow accustomed to like the different type of whiskeys I drink and then the different type of bourbons I drink. Beer more often or not, like it's mostly just domestic. We still got what 2 more beers to try, base pretty much.
All right. Well, before we move on to the next one, Dooley,
like,
we need to get your opinion on Jason's cat piss beer.
Okay. So this
you seem to like it a lot more than he did. So where do you stand on the daytime?
I don't see
IPA?
it being cat piss. I see like I get lemon notes to it.
Where did you find any other note than fucking ammonia?
From smelling it, but
we did not. Hello, how are you? The beer.
Oh, hello, how are you? But
I'm still
I wanted to get back to like Alex and I's affinity for beers and like how you let's call it okay, so when we worked in a place and there was like what 60 beers at least.
Well, we had what 48 on 24 on tap?
24 on tap.
24 on tap, but we had like 100 bottles.
We had 100 bottles, so 124 beers, and that was before like we went into like the seasonals, and then we had that one fridge that was
I think all in all, we ended up with like 150, a lot of them rotating.
Yeah,
beers.
and we had the opportunity to taste a lot, and
did we? I don't know if we went all, but we certainly came close.
oh no, we finished them all, and then
That's right, because we started on the bourbons, and that's where I was like, no, I'm out.
Yeah, because then there was like 50 bourbons.
Yeah, there was a lot. I don't remember how many.
It was a really cool barbecue place.
I remember that we got
and
to
it was
the,
beer and bourbon, and that's what we sold, and that's what we decided that we were going to conquer the entire menu.
We would like split flights of bourbon to taste.
Yeah,
and which one? It was the roses, the three
Four Roses?
4 Roses, but it wasn't just regular 4 Roses. It was like the 4 Roses.
Single barrel or
I don't know. It was something special about it, but that one got me. I had to excuse myself. Like, I was fine through all of the flight tastings, and then we got to that one, and it was just like, nope, I got to go to the bathroom.
I will put that place on the map for Alex and myself that we learned
Beer knowledge.
We learned a lot about beer, and we learned a lot about bourbon.
Again, though, it wasn't necessarily that place. It was just we had the opportunity to try a bunch because they had a good selection. Like,
granted,
I don't want to say they taught us beer knowledge. Like we
taught ourselves.
Oh yeah,
and we went through
quite
every
a few
beer.
nights after work.
We went through every beer. And granted, we paid for them all, and good idea. The next one's coming up. All right, so we paid for everything, but it was just for we'll call it personal knowledge that we were drinking all these beers. But I feel like being on the floor and like when someone asked you about a beer, and if you had tasted it, and someone was hunting down a beer that may or may not have been something they liked, when you could tell them about the beer and you could explain it more, and I feel like that is a lot like Sauvignon.
They actually came up with a name for it for beer. It's Cicero.
So I would consider myself
Cicerone, I guess, would be the person. Like, it's the Cicero test, but it's if you
do you
become one, you're a Cicerone.
The only problem I would have with that is like, do you like the taste of cat piss? Because this is it.
Well, from what y'all were just saying about, like personal knowledge and everything like that about tasting everything, me and Alex, we had the opportunity to do, which was a huge fail, the Father's Day bourbon pairing at a place that we worked at, and he asked me to come in like later on in the night and everything once it calmed down, because I was going to be basically cooking everything with the other chef, and like he gave me like basically little Fosse shots. And
is this a spinoff from what we did?
Basically, I
Okay.
mean, like,
kind of like
it was a pairing of alcohol and food, and
Like,
we just did a bourbon pairing for Father's Day. So it was
I started writing down like
instead of
what
a beer pairing, we did bourbon.
Well,
Yeah,
remember we did the beer and bourbon pairing.
We did.
We wrecked
That
some
was,
people's days.
That was
But continue, Dooley. I'm sorry.
I hope you Ubered.
Like it was a quote unquote epic fail because no server bought any fucking tickets for anyone for their Father's Day type of thing like that. So we prepared for this whole thing. We had like 3 tickets sold.
We basically canceled it.
Yeah,
We had a lot of fun making the menu.
yeah. Like it was like champagne. Fucking roasted fucking oysters, some shit like that.
Champagne poached.
Champagne poached. I don't know why I said roasted, but
Me either. But now I want to try it.
And then we had a whole bunch of this other type of stuff like that, and like he was like, okay, well here's Knob Creek, here's Maker's Mark, fucking here's this, here's that, here's these other 2 things, and like I didn't really start getting the hints of bourbons and whiskeys till we started doing that. He was like, smell it first. I was like, why? He was like,
Smell it.
he was like, shut the fuck up, just smell it. Like, smell it, okay. Gotta get a scent of it. Now taste it, and then I started noticing the difference between like Knobs Creek and Maker's Mark.
Yeah, the different notes in each.
Yeah.
individual.
And not only that, but like pairing when it comes to alcohol becomes a lot more apparent when you smell it before you taste it. Like,
Yeah.
A lot of times, if there's like a cinnamon, hint, like you won't get it when you taste it so much because it's covered.
Fireball.
Right. Okay. Well, you can get cinnamon when you taste
Fireball.
Fireball, but
Dessert.
point is, like, you might smell it and get more of the cinnamon hint than you would when you're just drinking it. And let's face it, a lot of the times people, especially in the younger age, take shots, and you don't taste much anything except for the burn,
Because
like
you're
Dooley was
literally
a fan of.
just throwing that shit down.
So, I mean, like, I'm glad I got you to appreciate and distinguish between different levels of alcohol,
and
I'll say,
honestly,
because
honestly, ever since pretty much that day, like, I kind of just stuck with bourbon and whiskeys because it gives
drink Colonel's Pride.
That's
I have so much to say about that. We're gonna move on to this next beer, though.
Wait. That is my cheap go-to because if I'm low on money, and
Well, I
just
hope that maybe we change your mind and you get some fucking
I have to
ancient
say, though-
age.
I have to say, though, he's not the only one I know that does Colonel's Pride, and I do not understand it.
I
but
can't do it.
in any
Dude,
case,
it was because I did it for so long, like being a manager there. Like, I was like, oh, okay, well,
Being a man, it's her.
I was like, all right, well, that's my tab.
Just put hair on your ass. But I don't want hair on my ass.
Your tab's $20. How the fuck is it that? I had a
All
lot.
right, Carter,
so
go
we're
ahead.
going to move on to the next beer, which is Lagunitas Super Cluster Ale. And it is a citra-hopped mega ale of intergalactic proportions. So while y'all are smelling and tasting, hello, how are you?
How are you?
Hello, how are you?
All right, this beer says, you are here on a speck of dust, 3 tiny rocks from the source, at the edge of something much larger in the middle of something else, at the beginning of the end. It's a lot to wrap your head around, so take it one gulp at a time. Life is uncertain.
Hello, how are you?
I would put that.
Oh, you already tried it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't try it.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I feel bad. 'Cause
Not being a Lagunitas fan today, huh?
I'm a Lagunitas fan.
I said today.
That's a little better than the other one.
Yeah, this one's way better. Like I can drink this beer.
The other one, to me, is an all-day beer. This is a you just got off of work beer.
Okay. On that note, let me see if I can.
I don't think the last one was an all day beer, and I think this is like one of those beers. Like I'll drink it because it's gonna slow me down.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
the only reason why I think the other one's like an
There's
all-day
an
beer is because
aftertaste in there.
it's like you're off today, you mow the lawn, you fucking do some laundry. You're like, you can drink that all day, pretty much.
so I have a question. On an ABV scale, the last one was 4%. Where do we place this one?
I'd say like
I think this one's higher.
I feel like it's like a 4.5 to 5.
Jason?
Actually, no.
I feel like
5 to 6.
5 to 6, heard, Dooley.
the bitterness in this one is higher,
It's a little bit higher, I feel.
but like because like the way it dries my mouth out, like it's not.
Okay, so that's an IBU issue, which could...
Oh, you're talking about ABV or IBU? I'm
ABV.
sorry.
ABV.
Oh,
ABV.
ABV. Like how the fuck you can't taste ABV?
And
Try a Scottish ale and tell me you can't taste ABV.
Wait, we never described that. If people don't know, but
ABV is alcohol by volume.
yep.
Any thoughts? I'm just curious. Like, the last one said it was an all-day, it was a daytime IPA, which leads you to believe you can drink it all day. And it is a 3.9%er. So where do we stand on the Super Cluster Ale? Where do you think...
I mean, I would assume it's like around the 5% mark. I
believe I feel like
I think
IBU
this one's way more drinkable than
way more drinkable?
I feel like IBU is like
The IBUs aren't on the can, so I'm not going to
it's
get into
not?
that because I don't want to pull my phone out. However, I am going to go into the fact that this is an 8%er.
oh really?
Wow, really?
How do you feel about that?
I mean,
To be honest, like this could be an all day or two, but you ain't gonna be out too long.
yeah, this is an all minute. Like I've been cutting the grass for 4 hours. I gotta take a nap.
You have 4, you're like woo.
I'm interested in the fact that it took you 4 hours to cut your grass. Your yard is not that big.
Hey, if you saw my backyard, you'd be
Your landscaper was here and gone by the time we made it to the store and back. So if it takes you 4 hours to cut your lawn, this ABV better be
Okay,
higher.
there's 2 of them. All right, there's 2 of them.
Wait,
Okay.
Wait, do we still have the one I brought today, or
I don't know, Dooley. Have we cracked it yet?
no? I'm saying like, is that the last one that we have?
Probably
No.
not. There's like
We
4
have more-
more
we
in
have- we
there.
have-
This is gonna be all about alcohol tasting. Because
Yeah, I mean, this is. I mean, we did talk about other things, but this is like we're splitting beers here, so it's not
Well, I
like
mean,
you're not drinking 8%.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I'm saying like
I mean, okay, that
I got
last
a
one,
six-pack
that
of
last one, you definitely drank all of because I took like two
A
sips.
sip and then
I
gave
took
it to him,
two.
like, "Here, put this in your cup."
Well, I'm the acquired taste guy. I taste it. Dooley said he liked it. I got to taste it again to figure out what the fuck he likes about that, and I don't fucking want to be in my cat's litter box.
The thing I do, the thing I'll do, like if we're tasting something, trying to figure out notes, is I'll smell it for a minute. I'll take a big gulp of it, and then I'll have it sit in my mouth for a second too, to get the tongue accustomed to the tastes.
Okay, so we've got one more that we're going to do now because we still have food to cook and I need these guys on point. So,
Shit, next podcast
Too
we're gonna do
late.
like the next what
too
3?
late. We'll get to that. I don't know. How many beers are in the fridge that we haven't tried yet on camera or on film or on tape or on whatever
The
we're
one I
calling
brought, and then I think there's like one other one.
we got a coffee one that I want to get into.
this? In any case, we're going to do
you want to save
one
that
more.
one? You want to save that one and do the coffee one?
Well, I mean, sure.
Literally,
You wanna do coffee one.
Yeah, I would like to save that one.
I mean,
We call it that one.
y'all know I could pause it. We could do some shit.
No, because we don't need a fucking 3-hour podcast. Like we're already at 45 minutes now, or 42, whatever.
Well, yeah, y'all said about something about doing the whole check everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's second podcast.
No,
Yeah, like we got things to do outside of this, but this one
I was
I
thinking
know.
I was thinking of picking
I
up that, but-
really believe that I'm not gonna care for this one.
And why is that?
That's a dark.
Because I'm a
fucking beer.
weird person when it comes
That's a
to
dark
what
beer.
we're about to do. Because Dooley doesn't know what we're drinking yet, so I won't talk
No,
about it.
it's Alewerks. It looks like a
Alewerks. So this
Yeah,
is a local.
Alewerks.
This is a local beer.
It's Alewerks.
This is a very local beer, and I'm the weird person.
I wouldn't
who-
say very local, but it is in Williamsburg, Virginia,
Is
so
this
it's close enough to us.
Is it the Chesapeake or is it the? Trying to figure the other name.
All right, no, you let him drink it first, because
There's-
I know what it is.
Yeah, I'm not even. You know what? Yeah, go ahead. I'm not even going to talk about it.
No,
Let's
I
just
mean,
tink
Let's
tink,
just,
bitches.
let's just tink and
Tink,
like
tink,
you tell
bitches.
us what you think about
Polo
it,
Tink Tink.
because I know what it is and I'm weird about it. So
I feel like this could go either way.
I'm trying to remember the name that I saw of it. It was something starting with A.
Well, that would be Alewerks.
okay, so the style has got to be a stout,
Porter.
porter stout.
I said
Porter,
porter.
porter's a good call. I am.
There's no way that's just Chesapeake.
Huh?
There's no way that's the Chesapeake.
The Chesapeake Ale?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not. Does that look like a fucking ale? All right, so
Definitely not.
so I'm the one of the weird people in the world. I love coffee.
I will
But-
say you're weird for that, but I'm probably one of the weird people in the world.
Well,
on that note,
No, okay, but let
We're
me,
going to
let,
the hotel. We're going to be there. 5
let me
o'clock
like
in the morning.
I have a ritual every morning. Like I drink 2 cups of coffee and then I leave the coffee alone.
I drink cream
But
with
because
coffee in
because coffee is also a laxative, so let's not go crazy on it.
I just drink black coffee.
But I do not like coffee flavored shit. Anything coffee flavored. Ice cream.
Monster.
it. What the
That-
bitch? That has nothing to do with coffee.
I don't.
They-
No,
they-
they
they
make
drop
like
us.
the. I don't drink those though.
Really?
No, I will buy like the
There's only one that like it was
like the
Irish
cold
one.
brewed coffees and things like that. Like I'll buy those and drink those because that's actually coffee.
Yeah.
If a beer is flavored like coffee, I am not going to be a fan of it, and that's why it's been in my refrigerator for a while because I will not. That's not a beer I'm going to pull out and like crack this bitch open. Like let's get it on. Like all right, so Alex, will you read the label?
I absolutely
wait,
will.
I kind of. Okay, it's not Chesapeake.
Motherfucker, I just
You're
told
not
you it
going
was
to guess
coffee.
this.
I mean, I literally just looked at these before I went to go the.
You're still not going to guess this.
Just read the damn
Yeah, just
label.
read it.
Okay, so this is Alewerks Coffeehouse Seasonal Selection. This one is a rich milk stout brewed with Guatemala Antigua coffee.
Again, go ahead, Dooley.
I mean, I like it just because there's coffee in it, but I hate it because there's beer with coffee in it. Like,
I don't like coffee flavored shit. Like I just don't. Like I like coffee, but like if it, I don't know, man. It's weird.
I kind of want to know. All right, so like again, it says it's a milk stout. Is it a like sweeter
I
beer
knew,
coffee?
I knew it was a stout, and that's without me reading the label. Like
Yeah, I'm the one holding the bottle. These bitches can't see it.
I
don't. Okay.
it's okay. First off, I don't, and I've drank a lot of milk stouts. I don't know the fucking difference.
Between a stout and a milk stout?
Yeah.
What
I
the
feel
fuck
like
is
milk
a milk
stouts are,
stout?
they're typically, in my opinion, a little bit sweeter. Not a lot,
Creamy,
but
like
To-
is
to
it
me-
like I don't understand. Like when you start talking milk to me, like I'm a chef,
you
and I
assume cream. Yeah, but I feel like they're a little bit sweeter. I'm sure there's some sort of cream in it when they make it, but I feel like that does give it a little bit richer, sweeter taste.
But
To me,
like, how do
when
you
I
fucking
think
do
milk
that with
stout,
cream?
I feel like it has the consistency of milk. Like
So like a thicker.
Yeah, the thickness
Okay,
of milk.
yeah,
which I'm
I could see that. Like
which I'm
it's
forgetting the culinary word for dipping the spoon in it, type of thing like that.
nappe.
Like, nappe, yeah, like the nappe of you
Nice.
know the milk to like how a sauce should be, type of stuff like that. So I feel like these have that milk consistency
Kinda thicker.
nappe to it.
Okay.
I mean, when you swirl it around in the cup, because we are drinking out of a red Solo cup,
It does kind of
it goes to size. It goes to size. Like it has legs. If you wine drinkers,
It
It
sticks to the
has-
side of the glass.
it has legs. Like I could see this if you were drinking it like a Guinness. Like you know how like when you're drinking a Guinness and like you can see how far you took a gulp in the glass.
Yeah.
Like it leaves the line of film every time you tilted the glass.
And either you're like, wow, you're tasting this slow, or wow,
Wow,
need to
you're
chill.
drinking you're chugging the shit out of it.
You need
But
to chill.
Guinness,
it's not
Guinness,
St. Patty's Day, bro.
Guinness,
Like-
Guinness is a gulping beer, and I'm gonna take this last bit. Like it's not much. I'm gonna take this last bit. All right, you guys who are familiar with the Solo Cup, I'm just above the one shot line to whatever line that is.
Well, technically, we don't
5
have
ounce?
the
mixed
correct
drink
red
one.
Solo cup, so that's
Close
about
enough.
a shot.
Shot mixed drink beer.
No, I think he's about at a shot right now. A little. He's probably an ounce and a half.
All right, so I'm just gonna take
That's from what I heard.
yeah,
Ounce and a half.
probably about an ounce and a half.
I'm looking at it. I'm
Yeah.
an ounce and a
All
half.
right, so I'm gonna take an ounce and a half gulp, and let's see if it changes anything. In my opinion, I doubt it will. But is it a gulping beer? Nope, still tastes like coffee.
So, okay, for me,
It's a
like,
stout, but I mean, okay. Like, I'm gonna go with most of our listeners has had a Guinness before.
I hope so.
I would put this.
Can I see it?
I would put this in line with the flavor just shy of a car bomb.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Just shy of a car bomb.
Like basically, like car bomb, just like a less little bit of fucking Bailey's.
or Jameson.
Yeah,
it's
not fucking Bailey's. What the fuck am I talking about? A little bit less Jameson type of thing. Like,
yeah.
So less kick, still got the sweetness, but
yeah,
like not.
it's a car bomb in a bottle. If you're gonna kind of try to take it easy on a car bomb, I don't know. Like it has a car bomb flavor in my mind. Like it's a Guinness car bomb.
Have you ever had a coffee beer that you like?
No,
there was this one porter.
I'll one up you on that shit. Have
From-
you ever had a fucking pumpkin spice beer you like?
No,
Okay,
dude.
fuck
Oh God, fucking! I had a. I'm not gonna name the company, but it was.
I was
a
even wearing my Uggs and didn't like it.
it was
Name
a.
the fucking company. We're going into this one.
I
I'm going to go back to the coffee one here in a second because
I
I've
bel-
only ever had one I liked.
I believe it was a. Yes, it's called Yingling, but I like to call them Linglings. But I think they had
Say that again.
Lingling.
Not even close to the actual name.
I know Yingling, Lingling.
Okay,
whatever.
just go ahead. And, sorry.
So I was. It was like just about to be a fall. I was at a oyster place down at the beach, and had one of those. And I wasn't chugging them down, but I was kind of taking it a little bit heavier than you probably should. And the first like gulp, pretty much like me and my person of interest at the time, we were there, and like I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. Like I need to go to the bathroom now. Like the just the taste, the pumpkin spice shit to beer / porter ratio that it had. Like, I had to go to the fucking bathroom. Like,
Okay, so I'm not a dark beer fan at all. Browns,
No
porters,
Guinness?
stouts. I can have a Guinness from time to time, but I hate to say it, I've been to Ireland and it ruined it because Guinness in Ireland really does taste different than Guinness here.
because it's from there.
And I mean, in any case,
I've heard such things.
I will try dark beers because I suggest things to other people all the time. And I think I've only had one coffee beer that I liked, and I have to admit it was Victory at Sea by Ballast Point.
I know Ballast Point, and I may or may not have had it in a tasting, but I like Ballast Point.
I mean, like, their sculpin's great.
That is awesome.
But I have to say, like, it's one of the few. I wouldn't order it for myself, but if someone's like a coffee beer fan, that is like the first thing I would suggest.
I could see you using it in a dessert.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Like if we were in a cooking competition
First
and,
off,
and
like-
we came to dessert round,
Could you imagine doing
it'd
like
be
a
like,
tiramisu
Alex,
with
just
a
tell
coffee
us
beer?
what to do. Like, 'cause-
I'm on it. That's me all the way.
Yeah.
I will say, after trying that, like,
After trying the Alewerks Coffeehouse beer,
yeah.
It's not horrible.
we've kind of got off subject. Go back. You gotta name it.
I'm sorry. But I feel like I would actually drink that, like, at a bar. Like, just if I'm sitting somewhere and I'm just, oh, we have this. I'm down with that. Because that actually tastes
If
really
I was at a
good.
coffee house and I decided I wanted a beer and that's the beer they had, I would drink it.
Yeah.
But I would also ask them, do you have liquor that you can put in my coffee?
Can I get some Baileys in here? Like, maybe a little Jameson.
Rum chata. Like, if we're going to start naming
But, I
all
mean,
liquors,
but
can you
on-
just pour Johnny Walker in my coffee?
But-
I need some Irish coffee beer.
But honestly, like, I would drink that. Like, I mean, there was this one porter that I saw. I forgot what the hell the name was, but it had, like, a cartoon-ish, like, kind of a Paul Bunyan fucking label
I don't
to
know
it.
why you're
All right,
snapping
well, are
your
you
fingers
talking
at me
about-
like I'm supposed to know beer
I'm
labels.
I'm pretty sure
that-
Tall Tales might actually have a like Paul Bunyan beer.
I tried their
Possible.
porter. I tried their porter. I think it was, like, at...
Tall Tales sounds like the right place.
I think it was, like,
it's
at where
fairy
we
tales,
worked.
like, all the way.
I think it was at where we worked at, and, like, you gave it to me to try, because it was, like, going to be new on tap or something like that, and I was like,
Oh. It was Blue Ox. It had a Blue Ox on the label. I can't remember the name of the beer, but it was definitely by Tall
Babe?
Tales. Huh?
Babe the Blue Ox?
No. It was. I mean, it was like a Paul Bunyan beer. It had a Blue Ox on the label. I can't remember the name of it, but it was by Tall Tales for sure.
But I tried it, and it just it was too much coffee to the beer ratio. Like, it was like you drinking coffee, and then out of nowhere, like, the aftertaste is just straight fucking beer. So
All right, so that is going to be in the end of this podcast. Once again, we'd like to thank all of our non-sponsors for not sponsoring us, and any of you people who listen to this podcast, and Lagunitas, Alewerks, you guys want to jump in on this, you're always welcome. And
you
again,
have Dooley's support.
and you can always check us out on the FaceTube Twitter, on Instagram. We are Team Fat Kid Nation. On Team Fat, sorry, not Team Fat Kid.
We will never get this right.
On Facebook,
We are Team Fat Kid.
on Instagram,
We're at Team Fat Kid 1.
on Twitter.
Damn it.
You fucked that up.
I
too.
did too. I did that too. Like on Instagram, we are Team Fat Kid Nation. On Twitter, we are Team Fat Kid at Team Fat Kid 1. On the
Don't look at me anymore. I'm
yeah,
done.
yeah, you're killing me. All right, so and don't forget, you can always get your Team Fat Kid knife and Team Fat Kid apparel at www.teamfatkidnation.com. We'll talk to you guys later today.